Awesome.
But looking at the roster, of course, for this matchup, Legacy and Ground Zero. Legacy has Dizzy, Mizu, Deoxide, Panic, and Prackham. And the G0, it's Void, who's in for Insanity, Willie KS, Extinct, Majestic, and Moojus. And we are in game with the new overlay. I like this prototype. Good work. Shout out to Asterix for giving us something in the middle of the screen. Willie KS and the side of Ground Zero playing here on Overpass. This is our first map. After this, we'll be heading to Mirage and then Nuke as the remainder.
All right, awesome.
Now, having a watch here, we see the first engagement. It's Dizzy out of toilets. We'll pick up Willie. Extinct finds Panic, and it's now the push down through middle. That's Prackham finds Extinct. It's a good start here for Legacy as they're now 4v3 and healthy. Majestic and Void taking some tags. Majestic down to 44 HP.
Indeed. Dizzy going to come suss out what he can find. He's seen Void tagged him up, but he's going to have to retreat and reload, and he's quickly traded out by Majestic there. So 3-on-3, however, 2 players under half HP for Ground Zero. Ooh. Going to see Void also take down Prackham, so now they've got the advantage, and they've also got the site. They've going to try and hold them out with some smokes. Plant should be going down in just a moment. It looks like Deoxide's going to deny that beautiful shot there. Ooh. And it's now down to 2-on-2.
Mizu and Deoxide now with control. That bomb has been dropped, but it's Void pushing through the smoke, who gets 2! And that's going to be a 3K for the first round of the Cyber Gamer Premier League Championships. Well done to Void here to pull that through, and Ground Zero take the first round.
And Void's the player they brought in, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Certainly is. He's in for Insanity, so definitely proving his worth in the first.
Yep, 2 MAC-10s coming out, UMP 2 AKs. A few CZs and Deagles on the side of the CT, so going to try and do what they can with these eco weapons.
You mean you got sharp people, Dizzy and Panic on the Deagles. Majestic pushing in, and he gets picked up by Mizu. Prackham finding Willie, and it's Deoxide with another CZ finding Moojus. Extinct now pushing into Wet, gets 1, gets 2. Void finds Prackham, and we get the flip now to a 2v2. Extinct and Void are tagged. Dizzy and Panic. Panic has found a MAC-10, and Dizzy goes down to Void. It's the MAC-10 for the clutch, 1v2. And Void and Extinct, both of them looking to get a third kill here to finish off the round. Pushes through the smoke, gets 1, looks for the second, but Extinct will deny it and gets the round for Ground Zero, but no bomb plant.
Yeah, that round was looking a bit dicey there for Ground Zero. It was a 5-on-2, just like that, and the remaining 2 members from Ground Zero were able to clutch it out, so kudos to those.
And coming in now for round number 3, Legacy struggling on the economy. They're going to hit the USPs up with the P250 and smoke for Panic, and getting ready for round number 4 to come back with a vengeance. However, Ground Zero, they have 2 MAC-10s and 3 AKs now here in round number 3, looking to push the point and make it known that they are not to be messed with here at the Champs.
Yep, Void just having a look through that gap in the smoke. And they're going to try and force Panic out from a connector here. Oh, bit of team damage on a Majestic there. Unfortunately, stepping forward a bit too much. But looks like Majestic is going to find Panic. And we've also got Deduce taking down Dizzy Life elsewhere. So, man advantage definitely to Ground Zero. This round was looking unlikely for Legacy from the get-go. I'd be surprised if they could even get a frag or 2.
Yeah, look, with the USPs, they're great pistol, accurate, but Ground Zero are stacked in terms of equipment. I'm going to see them now push from Con through short to B. There's 1 on site, and that is Deoxide. He's looking to get some damage out. He does get a little, but he's going to be pushed from both sides now. Extinct finds the frag, and we're left with Prackham and Mizu, who are not on site. Mizu comes back up, and Void on the flank will find him. We're left with Prackham, who's playing back from T-Spawn, looking through Monster, and Extinct with the tap is going to pick up the frag.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised that we only saw, I think, 1 MAC-10 kill that whole round. They purchased 2 into that. They definitely want more for their economy. But, in the end, the round win's much more important.
Certainly is. We're going to see 1 more MAC-10. Ground Zero playing the slow upgrade game here. They're going to leave a MAC-10 on Willie. Dizzy has picked up the AWP, so the save from last round on those USPs has paid off. We now see Legacy with M4s and Dizzy on his scope. Hopefully, they can pull something out a little stronger in their sight holds in round number 4.
Oh, Void. Was that a wall bang? I think it was.
Yeah.
On to Prackham.
Yeah.
It's always, I think he went low for it as well. Yeah, he's on 29, so some beautiful game sense from him coming out there. And man advantage nice and early on for Ground Zero once again. But, you know, Void's 1 or 2 shots and he's gonzo.
And we're seeing them get set up around Monster here. We have 2 on site for Legacy. And it's going to be Dio behind barrels. He does get spotted. He will go down to Extinct. Extinct pushes and picks up Mizu as well. Clears the site. And now it's the plant for Ground Zero. Great smoke up into heaven to make sure that that angle's covered. Panic is not going to be having a watch there. And yes, it will be the save, my friend. Dizzy and Panic holding on to the AWP and the M4A4 ready for round number 5.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty tough buy next round, I reckon, as well. Like, if you save with 3, it's okay because, you know, you can drop 2 weapons. But, you know, if you only save with 2, you can only drop 2 more weapons and then someone's still left without armor or without a decent gun.
Ooh. And Willie, there goes the MAC-10 to use. Panic has been spotted as well, so Willie is going to swap over to the AWP that he's picked up from Dizzy. And we're going to see Mujuice push, but it's actually Majestic from behind that picks up the frag. They clear it out. The save doesn't work, and Ground Zero gets a 4th.
Yeah, Ground Zero looking very strong there. Was that Void? I think it was on 7 kills. He's definitely proven his worth coming in for Ground Zero.
He certainly has. Looking at a nice smooth coming over there. We're heading into round number 5. It's pistols for the Legacy boys. Again, Deagles, 1 for Prackham and 1 for Panic this time.
Ooh,
Dizzy with the CZ, and it's going to be Mujuice and Void's nades that claim Dizzy to start this round.
Yeah, playing nice and aggressive over by A. Doesn't really work out with no armor and nades heading your way. Panic's going to try and play down in connector in this position he was last time. I think they might be a bit aware of his position. Oh, they're not even checking. Oh. But he only tags up 2 of them for it. Unfortunate there. But 5 on 3 now, and I think Legacy are looking a bit rough at the moment.
Mizu playing down. He's going to be moving up here, and he gets taken out by Willie with the wall bang. Majestic pushing out here, picks up the CZ, and swaps back to AK. Ready for anyone else to push him. Prackham still playing in the middle here. We have Prackham and Dio up. Majestic is going to be caught out here. Prackham and Panic get the frag. Prackham goes to check around down the stairs, and Willie will find him. It's the flash out here. Dio gets flashed, and it's Willie that picks up the round. That's 5 now for Ground Zero.
I think that was his own flash as well.
I think so.
It's a bit unfortunate, but now they've got plenty of money to buy on into this one. I think Ground Zero are looking pretty happy with their economy. Only Panic's a bit low there. Oh, no, sorry, that was that overlay. It just hasn't updated.
Yeah, that's all it is. We now see Legacy with lost bonus coming through. It's the AWP for Dizzy once again, and hopefully they can make better use of the rifles here in round number 6 and get their first on the board. However, they will be met by Ground Zero, who are looking for picks in this round. Panic does find Void. That's the first for Legacy to open up this round.
That's a great pick for them as well early on. Void's the one who's been stepping up in these rounds. So Legacy might be, you know, letting out a sigh of relief for now, but they can't sit too pretty just yet. A minute still in this round, and it's just a 4 on 5. It's nothing too big, and a lot of ground is being gained by Ground Zero.
Certainly is. They're pushing up. A Dizzy with a peek after Panic gets some initial damage out. That'll find Majestic, and he goes down. Legacy holding sights well here. We're left with the 5v3 as Ground Zero look to still push A on long. Dizzy watching that angle here. It's going to be Extinct pushing out on a B though, and he finds Prackham, but Dioxide will trade it straight back.
Nice
Mujuice
taps.
finds Dizzy here on the trade long, and now they push back toilets.
Yep, 40 seconds left on in this one, and I think they're still deciding, do we go to A or do we rotate to B? Bomb looks like it's going to B though. So maybe Juice over here is going to try and make a lot of noise and fake him out. And look, they have all rotated to A as well. So Willie KS is going to get a free plant if he's aware that the site might be clear. And yeah, Juice is just going to run into site, try and make them think, oh, look at me. And Willie is planting.
With bomb down, of course, Legacy know exactly where to go. They had control of A, must be B, and they now get the rotate happening. Mizu going to flash himself in, flash pops, and Willie looks for one, but Dioxide will claim the frag, and that's going to be the round for Legacy here on the defuse. They pick up their first round win.
Indeed. I was thinking, Legacy have lost 5 in a row. What they really needed to do is, I think they needed to start getting those first picks. And that's what they did that round. They were in a really good position, 5-on-3. They end up finishing off the round with, was it 2 alive?
Mm-hmm.
Could have been better, but when you look at it from that perspective, it's a 1-for-1 trade every frag from then on. So Legacy have got some momentum. However, they're going to have a hard time getting some of these guns out of the hands of Ground Zero because they've still got another 2 more buys in them, I reckon.
And with Prackham now on the FAMAS, let's see what Legacy can pull out as they still have rifles. They're met by Ground Zero, as you said. Still plenty of cash in the bank to buy up here in round number 7. And let's see if Legacy can make it 2-5 at the end of this one.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Legacy have plenty of utility as well, as we saw plenty getting thrown out there. It looks like Extinct has gone down to 21 from a few nades getting lobbed over. Some wall spam coming out, trying to damage someone up. Extinct is going to fall, the one who is tagged low, and the flash is going to come out, and Deoxide's going to get another. Can he get this third? No, he's going to have to drop off and reload. However, this is completely stalled out the Ground Zero attack. Deoxide is going to reface that one with the pick. So 5-on-2, just like that. Juice and Willie KS. Bit of a mountain to climb.
Willie taking the hit from the frag grenade there. He is trapped on short. Will look to push if he can get some picks here. He will be spotted by Prackham, though, who gets the frag with the FAMAS. And it's all left to Moo Juice. We're going to see the flash out from Mizu to flash his teammate in. Juice does pick Prackham up. And he is looking to retreat back through spawn. Going back, no, maybe Con. Dizzy here looking for him. And Dizzy, Moo Juice with the no-scope. We'll find another, now turning, looking for a third here. Going to molly himself back in, trying to save this AWP.
Yeah, well, Legacy have complete control of the bomb, so they don't really have to commit too much to it with their economy and the state it is. I would be surprised if they do. Looks like Juice is going to be allowed to save that one through, unless he comes wandering into one of these crosshairs, which is not going to happen. And that's a second for Legacy.
Certainly is. Round number 7 gives another to Legacy on the board, and we're going to have a Ground Zero timeout coming in here with the tactical. Let's see if they can get this back on track and push forward to finish off the second half of the first in this map on Overpass. Looking at the maps coming up, of course, Mirage was picked by Legacy. This is Ground Zero's map, and then Nuke will be the remainder. Legacy banning out Inferno and Cache. G0 banning out Train first up, and then Cobble as their second ban. Let me see the boys getting ready for this next round.
Yeah, well, I know Ground Zero still have plenty of cash. I suppose taking the time out, just reset, think about things, talk about things, what's not working, boys. Still rocking that AWP, of course. They saved that one through. Looks like we're going to see a lot of pressure towards A to start off with. We're also seeing the CTs get nice and aggressive.
Yeah, Dizzy pushing up there, right up on the stairs next to Party. Let's see if he can get any frags through Playground here. Willie going to be smoking out. But I think this is a good push from Dizzy here to try and watch the cross.
That's an easy kill there. He's not even looking the right way. And he's just going to retreat. He is going to be found by Juice in the end, though. So they've gained a lot of A control. However, there is still a few more CTs advanced plan in Connect. I think Majestic may have just seen the back of Prackham, but Panic's watching his back. He's going to take him down 4-on-3 now. Bomb's still quite a far way back. They haven't committed to anything just yet. Prackham's going to win out, though, against Willie KS. So 4-on-2. Extinct trying to enter onto this bomb site here. He's going to see Mizu. However, Mizu is going to win out. And it's just up to Juice again. 40 seconds remaining. AWP in hand. He's also got the bomb. Is he going to save, do you reckon, again? Or go for it?
I reckon he's going to save. He might look here for a pick. And it's going to be Prackham that meets him if he keeps pushing.
Prackham's so lit, though.
There's that one. Willie getting the assist for getting Prackham so low. It'll be Moo Juice that picks up the frag, flashes himself into toilets.
That's been a theme this game, isn't it? Just
it
flashing yourself around toilets area. It's.
But looking at the next 8 seconds, I think Juice is going to be fine. Needs to cover his tracks. He will be pushed from both angles here. He looks one. Oh, Mizu sharp with the headshot. And he will find the frag. Looks for the AWP, but just can't quite get there in time to pick it up.
Yeah, when he was when his position was found out with so much time remaining, I was like, he's going to have a hard time saving this one. In the end, he did, and are we going to have to see a bit of an eco? Yep, they're going for pistols. CZs across the board. A few flashbangs and one smoke.
I mean, Juice does have 6.5k, but you don't want to be buying up in this round and have the rest of the team struggling. So they're going to save one, look to take an eco if they can and win it out. Juice is going to find one frag. Deoxide picks up Majestic and Juice in response, but it'll be Void who trades it back. We've gone 2-2 now as Mizu fell. And Dizzy pushing here on the back end, on the flank, picks up Void. It's Prackham that finds Extinct, and Panic will close out the round. Willie going down. 3 members of Legacy still up, and Legacy will find a fourth.
Yep, so Legacy on those CZs decided let's fast execute onto B. They're able to get the plants, so they're going to be pretty happy with that after the investment into the CZs. I suppose, in the position they were in, it was a 3-on-3, and they had, their bomb was planted. They probably wanted to maybe be in with a shot to win that round. However, just couldn't in the end.
And now as we head into round number 10, Legacy with an opportunity to tie it up here. Ground Zero on the bye are not going to want to have that happen. We do have the AWP in the hands of Juice. Once again, Dizzy going up against him. And AKs as stolen by Prackham, Mizu, and Panic for the side of Legacy. Let's see if they can put them to use here and score another round win.
Indeed. Not as much aggression coming out from the CTs this time. Playing it nice and safe, keeping a Ground Zero guessing. Plenty of corners to be checked up through connector here.
You saw Willie there really carefully check that back corner because Panic's been there several rounds out of the last 10. And they want to make sure that he's not hiding there. And Mizu does pick up Majestic, though, from the boost. And that'll be one down for Ground Zero.
Yeah, Mizu went low for that, but in the end he got the frag. He'd be pretty happy with that. Panic's a bit isolated here, and he's going to get found out by Mujus there. So that's evened up the man count. Not for long, though. Dizzy in the toilet's going to get 2 with the AWP as they peek him one by one. That was a bit of a misplay there. No utility attempted to use to flush him out there at all. And he's just going to continue holding this angle.
We see Extinct coming on the back end here. We'll find Dizzy, and there's the tap. Dizzy hard holding that angle. No one else on Legacy coming to help him hold the long as they hold the A site. We're left with a 3v2 here, still in favour of Legacy.
Yep, looks like Juice is going to be the first one to face, and he's gone down, so it's all up to Extinct. Trying to hide in the smoke. Deoxide's going to finish him off, and yeah, so that's 5 in a row now for Legacy. Looking a bit dicey to start off with, but they've definitely pulled it back, and you spoke about the pedigree of these players, and yeah, it is showing.
It certainly is. They've come through now, equalised it at 5 rounds aside, and now with round number 11, let's see if Legacy can take the lead for the first moment in this map on Overpass. We see Ground Zero have taken a hit to the economy, but they're going to be doing just fine for round 11. Round 12 is where they're going to run into trouble if they drop this one.
Yeah, well, they still have plenty of utility, all the guns, all the armor they could want, so yeah, definitely a decent buy into this one.
Certainly is. As we wait for some action here, Ground Zero slowly edging forward, covering angles, but not meeting anyone yet. Bomb has been left back near spawn in the ladder room. Willie getting the boost here, checks in stairs to Con. Not going to find anyone there. Dizzy just waiting patiently in the toilets, waiting for someone to push him. You can see how he's holding that angle, like right in between the two areas he has to flick to. It's not something you see as often, but you know, if he can rely on his flicking capabilities, see, this is what you'd normally see a lot more, holding right onto where you'd expect them to come from. So he just has to point and click, and there we go. Willie is going to be the first one to fall for that, and Dizzy is going to be able to retreat without too much pressure coming back in return. Majestic was pushing up here. The flash came from Legacy to flush him out. Majestic's going to not going to answer back with one of his own. Not yet. He can't decide. He's just going to push here. Dizzy backed up, and Majestic now pushed on the inside of toilets, making noise as he moves through. Surely he'll get spotted out here. And there's Dizzy from behind. Dizzy looks for a second with the CZ, but Void will get him. Void picks up Panic as well, but not before Panic can put Mujuice down. It's the molly, then the smoke. Void closing it off. He pushes now. He looks for Mizu, but Prackham taking down Extinct. Mizu with the answer, and Legacy will take the lead. The AWP picked up by Prackham as well to carry into round number 12.
All right, looks like Ground Zero have decided another timeout's the order of the day. That's 6 in a row now for Legacy, so after a nice early start, Ground Zero are just having trouble keeping it going.
They certainly are at this stage. If Legacy can keep the momentum going, we could see them take the map out. Of course, we do have the second half change of sides, so we need to see Legacy have a strong T showing if they want to take Overpass out and start this weekend on the front foot.
All right, CZs and Deagles. We don't, these days we don't often see people take full saves, like every now and then, but not as often as I feel like we used to.
Certainly only had one this map so far. Where we had them saving on the USPs, and that was Legacy. And look how that paid off.
Yeah. And that was off the back of the pistol round loss and then force buy afterwards. So
that's right.
Ooh.
With the aggression comes Extinct, picking up Panic and an M4. Dizzy still playing in the toilets, but they are going through mid-side. Legacy backing out here and going to be setting up for the retake. We get the rotate from the B site coming up, and Prackham will start it off with, oh my lord, Deoxide will find 2. That's Void and Mujuice that go down to the nade. Extinct finds Prackham, and the trades come through. It's Deoxide that finishes it off with Majestic. Legacy win another round, and they're now 7-5. 2 members alive from the 12th, and they're looking to push forward here. They will be up against a buyer from the side of Ground Zero, but Sam, this is looking good. If Legacy take this to 8-5, they'll be looking to push this 9-10.
Well, where are these T's going? Looks like they might have defaulted out a bit. Like we're seeing Extinct pretty much every time play around Monster, trying to just lurk towards B until they decide which site they've decided to hit. AWP shot through the smoke's going to tell Dizzy there's someone there, but neither of their shots connect. As Willie, I think, has seen Dizzy at the end of A-Long here.
Certainly has. Majestic and Extinct will pick up Panic and Prackham respectively, but Dizzy will finally get an answer back. That's Void going down. We're left with 3v4. Dizzy finds Mujuice as well, and Bomb down in middle. So we're going to get the rotate from his team here. Dizzy looking to hold angles, but Majestic's already pushed past. Dizzy watching the other side now, and the bomb has been picked up. Willie will find Dizzy, though, as he pushes up into toilets. AWP available for him, and he's going to pick it up.
Yep, the health on Ground Zero is looking a bit low at the moment, as Extinct is also going to go down. Willie is going to find that shot, though, so it's all up to Mizu, who's all the way on the B side, going to rotate up to A, and the bomb is miles away.
Yeah, we had the rotate with the bomb from Majestic. It did go all the way through spawn towards B. Mizu now not going to check, and he's gone. Willie coming through with a 3K in that round. And that takes Ground Zero back on the round win now. First round win they've had in quite some time.
Yep, 7 rounds in fact. Taking a look at the kills across the board, Deoxide has been stepping up there for Legacy, all the way out in front on 13. I think we saw Majestic and Willie KS were the ones who needed to step it up for Ground Zero, and of course that round we saw Willie KS step it up, and it resulted in his team winning the round. Dizzy getting aggressive on A-Long once again. He's gotten Void. He's also going to get Willie KS. That flash just didn't quite work, and the trade just not coming out.
We're left with 3 now for the side of Ground Zero. Bomb still in playground as Ground Zero look to make progress moving forward. Majestic is playing in con. Extinct pushing out through Monster onto the B site. Prackham playing real close on that condor. Majestic has gone up the stairs. He'll find Panic and Dizzy, but he comes back down, knife out, and Prackham will get the frag. It's Extinct going down over on the B site to Mizu, and we're now left with Mujuice, who's pushing up here. He's going to look to Monster, and he does get the frag on Deoxide. One to his left here. It's Prackham. He's not checking there, though. Prackham slow pushing. Oh, he's going to jump out the way just in time.
The timing on this match so far, there's been so many close moments. But he has got bomb in hand, so he might be looking to go towards A. 1 on 2 feels a lot more doable, so I would be surprised to see him try and go for the save in this situation.
Yeah, I think it's time to pull something big out, Moo Juice. It's this round and one more, and we need to see ground zero push. If they win the next two, they take the half 8-7, and they can look to set themselves up for a decent CT side. Juice does find one. He's pushed up and he's seen Mizu. Mizu, though, with the timing, pops up just as Juice releases that Molotov, and Legacy will take it to 8-6. They've taken the half at minimum.
It's going to be a rough buy.
Oh, yeah, to say the least.
Void with just the $1,400, P250 for him. AK, CZ, UMP, another CZ. Yeah, it's going to be rough. Well, Void showing his tricks just there.
Oh, getting the B-hops and boosts moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the push from Mizu, though. Looks through Monster, gets some shots out, and isn't going to find the frag as of yet. And he retreats back to the B site. We do have Legacy, again, playing aggressive throughout A toilets and mid, with Dizzy sitting in connector. Hopefully he can get behind these players here at ground zero, pushing on a site. Juice picks up the Oxide. Majestic with the CZ will find Mizu. And we're looking good here for ground zero, though, to take out the final round of the half.
Not unless Dizzy's got something to say about that, as he's taken out Willie KS. Evened it up slightly. Still gun advantage in Legacy's hands, however, probably not for too long if they can salvage these weapons on the bomb site, ground zero. Looks like Prackham's going to be the first one to face, and he's gone down to Void's P250. Panic. Prackham will get traded out in the end after one, and also Juice onto Dizzy. That is the round, and that is the half.
And with that half, we're going to throw to a quick break. We'll be back after a few words from our sponsors. And we are back thanks to Western Digital for that one. This is, of course, the AOC Cybergamer Premier League Championships. This matchup between Legacy and Ground Zero Gaming. We've seen the first half come through in favour of Legacy, but Ground Zero picked up the 15th round. Let's see how the second half starts.
All right. T's, of course, gonna, be playing quite aggressive, but so is Juice, and that's a nice little shot into Panic. Juice is going to get traded out, though, by Dizzy as he's trying to retreat back through connector. And it looks like... Oh, no.
Oh, damn. Willie KS.
Oh, check your angles, kids. That's all I got to say.
He played that so well on the trigger discipline and picks up 2 for it. That was gorgeous. That's a clip.
All right. So, Dioxide and Prackham, what can they make happen? Glocks in hand. We do have a flashbang available for Prackham, and he is going to dink up Void and get the shot in the end. 2 on 3 feels a lot more doable right now, and they still have to decide where they want to go.
I love with Prackham then as well, that he was so low, and Prackham picking up Willie here as well. As Prackham rounded the corner, he switched to burst fire so that he could jump around and get the spray. Extinct will find Prackham. He looks for a second, but just can't connect. Dio, scratchless. 100 HP after that. Going to flash himself back as he moves.
Oh, that was the
bomb around.
Decoy.
Oh, decoy.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I was like, is that a flash or a decoy? But
he baited me out with that decoy.
Dioxide has gone for the flank. The rotate. Ended up on B. He's going to get the bomb plant. But, that tells Majestic you're good to run until about here. They have spotted each other out, and Dioxide's going to try and retreat. He's just going to show his head right now, but he's going to have to try and play the time game perfectly. Majestic's going to jump on top of him practically. He's ran out of bullets and he's going to have to reload, and that's easy for Dioxide.
Legacy take out the round, and it's a good start.
What was that, a 2 on 4?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. They flipped that hard after Willie's mad frags to start us off.
Yeah, Willie will be like, oh, come on, guys.
He's tried so hard, Sam.
There was a bit of potato as well from Extinct after he got the first frag. He could have closed it out just then and there. However, it's just how it goes sometimes. 3 UMPs, 2 AKs, and CZs across the board for the CTs. Dizzy's going to open it up. That's Void going down, but Willie has got something to say about that. Prackham will be his next casualty.
And there we go. Dizzy picks up Muju's Majestic. We'll find Mizu. And Dizzy finds Extinct as well, but Majestic pushing out. We'll trade it straight back, and we're left with a 2v2.
Yep, and the guns are fairly even across the board. Willie's gone low. Everyone's got armor, and Willie's also going to take out Panic. This is looking like a poor anti-eco from Legacy. As it's all up to Dioxide. He has got the B-bomb site clear, though. He's going to be able to just waltz onto it and plant. But he's going to have to worry about the 2 players coming from 2 different angles. Once this plant goes down, it's going to give everything they need to know to Ground Zero. Oh, Dioxide's going to go very low. 5 HP remaining on him. And Willie's going to have to get a 3k if he wants to stay, keep his team in this, well, to win this round, I suppose. All he has to do is whisper on Dioxide.
Oh! For Dioxide, no communication, no whispers here, Sam. He's going to put him away.
Yeah.
5 HP and the round win.
Well, why would you go for the Ninja Diffuse on when your teammate would be able to say, "Oh, I tagged him for 94" or whatever? Like,
it's the age-old question, Sam. It's the age-old question. Do you frag or do you diffuse? We went with the diffuse, and Dioxide has punished him for it.
For me, it's always the question of what looks better in the highlight clips.
That's it. What looks better for my PR? As we see Legacy now pushing hard for the B site. Mizu picks up Willie. Panic will find Void. Mizu gets another 2, one of which is Panic. And we're going to see Legacy in rapid fashion take out the round and get the bomb plant here to push their scoreline 11-7. I'm liking the Legacy T side so far.
Yeah, well, we always say CT is... Oh, sorry. Overpass is CT sided, and we did see Ground Zero take the first 5 rounds on the T side. So after the pistol round, I think that's that's of course when the game really gets going. So with the full buying Ground Zero members, how they're going to do? Looks like we've only got the 1 towards A from the CTs, and the rest are stacked towards B.
They're preparing just in case Legacy looks for the repeat. And nobody playing out long. Of course, we've had Dizzy on the boost coming through from Mizu, who was looking from playground out to long, but no one there to be caught in Dizzy's crosshairs. We now see Dizzy, Pragam, and Mizu moving out. Majestic will find Dioxide through Monster on the push. The bomb being left back near the ladder room. It's going to be Pragam going back for that one. And he will look to push this along to A, but we have had the rotate come through now. And we're swapping back, it seems. Pragam slowly pushing out from... ladder room now looking, checking his corners here. Needs to spot Majestic around this one. Majestic is going to have him. That's 1, looks for 2, but Dizzy will get the shot.
Indeed, it was easy for Majestic when he saw Prackham's shadow, but Dizzy's going to be quick to trade that one on back. 4 on 3. There was so much information gathered by the CTs, but I think they might be a bit in the dark right now. Dizzy with those 2 AWP shots through Monster's going to give him a bit of information. Over here is what he's saying, and Panic is going to just walk slowly out onto site. Willie's going to be caught off guard here as Panic has got the entry. Void down by Monster, though, is going to get 2, and now it's up to Mizu in the 1 on 3. I think he is planning, though. Yep, he's going to be afforded that, so that's cash in the bank for Legacy, but it's going to be finished off with a shot on the AWP.
On the hard angle from Doors. Make sure he picks up the frag, and that's going to be the round for Ground Zero here as they make this one 11-8, still in Legacy's favour. Ground Zero winning the round, and they'll look to back this up and try and catch up as best as possible to Legacy here in round number 20.
They've got double AWPs out now thanks to the salvaged one through from last round. Rough buy for Legacy. Galil, they have managed to afford an AWP. So 3 AWPs on the server.
Dioxide and Dizzy pushing hard on the total kills for this map, already sitting at 18. But with the response coming from Ground Zero here, it could be a bit of a flip coming through the next few rounds. If Willie and Juice can make good use of those AWPs holding hard angles, Legacy may struggle to actually get onto a site. It all depends on how Ground Zero plays their positioning here in round number 20.
Indeed. We saw at the start of that round it was just Juice over towards the A-bomb site. However, it looks like Extinct has now rotated back after the stack from B. There was no hard hits coming that way. It's what they probably kind of expected. And now they've decided to even up their man count a bit more on which bomb sites they're going to be defending. No aggression this round from the CTs. Last round we saw the CTs getting very, as I say, that Majestic looking out towards the water here. But yeah, we saw the flash for the monster, through Monster and the push through Monster. So they're playing this a lot more passive, and that's just going to be keeping these T's guessing. Majestic's going to see the barrel. He's gotten a double before Deoxide and Panic are going to trade one back apiece. 3-on-3, but Willie's gotten Panic's number as well. 3-on-2, just like that. Oh. Whoops.
Willie fails the incendiary, drops it on his head. It's going to be the smoke coming through here as Willie tries to hold the B site. Deoxide peeking here. Looking for a tap, but no one there to receive it. Willie playing from down low. Of course, Juice and Extinct coming round to lend a hand as well. Juice playing up high, goes for the shot and misses. Mizu playing on site, looks for Willie, but Willie with the wallbang headshot. Deoxide answers, and it's now 1v2 here for Deoxide. He looks back, doesn't quite see the one there. Juice still playing from the doors.
He's going to have to plant now, and Juice is...
He's
Extinct
got
is
it.
gonna get him. Yeah.
Extinct pushing up from behind. Gets the frag. And Ground Zero now 9 to Legacy's 11.
And they also managed to grab that secondary AWP once again. So Ground Zero looking to string a few more rounds together, especially now because Legacy are going to have to be on the eco. Deagles, CZs, etc. No fast play towards B this time. Looks like they're going to be going for a bit of connected control and then towards A as well. Dizzy just holding down that W button, not letting go.
He is on the run, and Moojus is going to miss the shot. Dizzy goes for a spray just before the flash pops. And it's now Panic pushing through. Flashed out here. He's going to look for some shots. Willie picks up Panic. Looks for another. He gets Brackham. Will he get a third? He does, and that's Deoxide going down. Willie KS on the AWP Extinct picking up the other two.
That was a shooting gallery and a half. Just line up for him. And it looks like the buy's going to still be pretty tough for Legacy. Looks like they are going for another save here.
They certainly are. Deagles for Dio and Panic. It's the CZs, as always. CZs and Deagles coming up for Legacy on the pistols. Juice goes for the flick, but misses that one. The bomb has been left in ladder room. And it'll be Legacy looking to get some picks here on the eco against Ground Zero.
Indeed. Willie's going to open it up, though. That's Dizzy going down. Deoxide's going to get flashed. However, they're playing these angles, and Willie's going to have to retreat, but he has plenty of time to get the next shot out before Deoxide's got his number, but Juice is there to trade him back. So it's all up to Panic in the 1-on-4 with the Deagle. Doesn't last long, though, as Majestics found him, and we're going to be seeing a buy coming out now from Legacy, for sure. No sense making a triple save.
No, and that is the equaliser here. 11-11.
It's a bit strange to see that kind of double save. Like maybe Legacy just weren't quite sure what their economy was. They should have just gone for the full save the first time. They would have been able to buy through on the second time. But, you know, forced buying is becoming quite a lot of the meta at the moment, especially if you're a G2 fan or player.
Brackham picking up Majestic here. It's Void trading it straight back, putting Brackham down. As Legacy look to move on the B site. Mizu through the smoke here, nade out. But Legacy not full committing to B. Of course, we do have Dizzy still playing back. Same with Panic, who's playing just outside of Com stairs.
Are they going to push through the smoke again? I think they are. Yep. Oh, nice flick there from Void to take down Deoxide. Gives them the man advantage and a lot of information as well. Bomb is all the way over by ladder, of course. Looks like the Legacy members are all just spread out, not really trying to play off each other. Look, Mizu goes for a peek and he just goes down to Willie without a trade at all. And so now, 2-on-4, Dizzy and Panic. Probably, you know, going to lose this round unless they can pull off something magical.
Dizzy picking up Juice. That's the start of the magic here as they look to take over the A site. Utility comes out. Extinct playing at the truck. It will take some flames. And Dizzy will finish him off with the bomb planted. I think you've stepped into the big top here, Monkey Fist, and this is the magic show.
I might have. We've got Harry Potter and Ron Weasley on the server as they're waving their wands and have turned this into a very winnable situation.
Willie playing from the stairs at the fence line. And Void now pushing up from middle. Will be found by Dizzy. Dizzy goes for the turn, goes for the jump shot on Willie as Panic that finishes him off. Dizzy with a 3K and Legacy did it. They've now pushed it 12-11.
Abracadabra. That's what I got to say. 4 on 2. Beautifully played there by the remaining 2 members from Legacy there. So, yeah, the old caster's curse. Foot and mouth disease or...
I think this time it worked in Legacy's favour. You didn't believe in them and they showed you that they could do it. So it's gone in reverse, Sam. I think you're their good luck charm as of last round.
All right.
And round number 24 is upon us. Legacy only 4 rounds away from the win. Ground Zero nipping at their heels. And the bye on both sides here. Void and Extinct, the only people with helmets for the side of Ground Zero on CT. Legacy playing their time. And they're looking for the mid-control here as Prackham pushes up onto Party, looking for the boost for Mizu. Not going to see anything there. The smoke out. Going to be protecting Void, who is just around the corner.
Yep, so we're seeing 3 members playing over by A from Ground Zero this time. And also we've got Dizzy, who's going to be the one lurking towards B. Instead of, I think it was Panic previously.
Ooh, Prackham. Willie was pushing up the long A side. And Prackham came out and got the turn. Does take 50 HP damage. Void with that dropped smoke. Mizu may have seen it was only dropped. He might know that someone's there. So they're going to play this carefully here. He does spray through. Panic watching the longer angle through mid. Deoxide going to be pushing up with him.
I think that they're not aware of his position. He's good for one, though, before Dizzy's going to trade him on out, and they're going to start pushing towards his A-bomb site very fast. It's only Juice who's nearby, and he's going to miss his shot after the Molotov comes out. So they're in a pretty sticky situation. Extinct is going to have some massive impact from behind. 2 on 4 now, bomb planted. I think he's about to go down. Yep, there we go. And it's up to Juice, who's running for his life. They know exactly where he is. He's going to try and save this one.
He certainly is. Backs up, waiting for them to follow him, holding that angle. But I think Juice is going to be safe in this one. Deoxide, he will go down. Panic now on the push. Panic could catch up. Flash out here. Panic does get some damage down. He's going to chase him down below. Looking to pick up the frag here. And it's the chase for the Juice. Juice picks up Panic as well, turning this into a 3K. And Dizzy left alive. AWP saves on both sides for Legacy and Ground Zero. Yeah,
well, for Ground Zero to have a chance in that round, I think Juice really has to hit that first shot. And in the end there, he was just stat padding, getting a few more kills that don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. And Legacy have forced Ground Zero onto some pretty average weapons here. Of course, the AWP saved on through. M4, FAMAS, and CZ, and a UMP.
We are still able to see a bit of utility coming out on Ground Zero, though. Plenty of flashes, a couple of incendiaries, and 1 remaining smoke still yet to be used in the round on Void. If they can make use of it, Ground Zero could hold out this round and push this 13-12.
Indeed. Ooh. Going to see Juice take down Prackham after he went for the contact play. No utility to try and get him into that position, and Juice is just going to retreat off that and pick up Panic as well.
Juice on the rotates here, playing through the midsection well. He rotates, got the first pick, rotated outer into the mid and picked up a second, and now playing back on the site, looking for a third here, and looking to one-man army stop the advance of Legacy onto A.
Yeah, he's definitely making up for that missed shot last round. The rotate should be coming in very soon, and we've got Willie, who's playing in the toilets, is going to get Mizu as well. So 5 on 2. Dioxide and Dizzy able to wave those magic wands for Legacy or not?
It's become good spread from ground zero here across the map. They've got it held down. A-side still strong with Juice. Juice goes for the shot, misses one. Looking to back it up here, will not find Dio. And we've got the push. Dioxide picking up Extinct. Juice playing in long here. Goes for the shot, misses Dioxide, who's getting the plant. Gets the second, though. And Void will find Dizzy for ground zero to make this 13-12.
Headshot through the smoke. And that looks like the money's in the bin for Legacy after that one. 2 rounds in a row they've lost.
Yeah, not looking good here. As we look at the buy. And Legacy struggling here on the pistols. Glocks in hand for Pracham and Mizu. We'll see what Pracham can do with the Glock, though. And jumping around corners. Let's see if he can make use of it against rifles.
Well, Panic's going to open it up as double Incendiary is going to come on out. Majestic and Void also chiming in with some. So Pracham and Dioxide both left alive in the 2-on-5 now. Dio maybe not for too much longer. He's going to find one, though. But he's going down in the end. All up to Pracham. He's got the bomb. I think he's trying to sneak onto A, but Juice is not budging from his position.
Soon as Pracham gets onto that site, Juice will be able to tell the rest of the team. We are getting the rotate coming through as well from Extinct.
Ooh.
Juice does cop one to the face. He's down to 13 HP. The bomb will be planted by Pracham, but we have the full rotate coming through now. Looking to put this Glock to good use. Switches to burst. Picks up Juice. Looks for another here. And he will not find Extinct, who puts him away. And ground zero have evened the odds yet again, now making it 13-13.
I was going to say, there's no way he wins this round, but I didn't want to say it because then he was going to do it. But
didn't want to influence it with your words too much, Sam. Not this time.
But it puts the Glock on burst once again, and that's a nice shot onto Juice after he took him low. I think when you're putting your Glock on burst, right, what you really want to do is you want to come around a corner face to face with someone and get all 3 bullets right in the head. Like
oh yeah, you want to put it into them. Yeah. All 3, rapid fire. And we're going to see round number 27 now underway. It's the buy on Legacy. Full AKs for the side. No AWP this time for Dizzy. Not enough cash. Willie and Juice playing the double AWP again. AK in hand for Extinct as stolen. And it's Void and Majestic on the M4s. Ground zero poised to take out this round. And I reckon we'll be seeing ground zero take the lead again.
Right, well, we see some utility flashed over to Water. Dizzy's going to gain control of that. It's looking like it's going to be a B hit. But, you know, things are never certain in Counter-Strike. I think Extinct may have just been seen there as he's going to try for the return spam. Smoke's going to come on out, and I think he might be pushing up with not too many bullets in his clip. However, he has found Void, and he's able to retreat, and he's only lost a small amount of HP for it.
22 HP down. Dizzy's looking good. Majestic in a great spot here to watch any push through Monster. But it's going to be Legacy holding off here. They do have Mizu, who's playing at the mid side of Connector. Let's see if he rotates through. Extinct plays in wet. He does pick up Dizzy here on the side and now retreats back to the site. Majestic waiting for the push through. He finds one. He looks for 2. He will not find it. Pracham puts him down. But Majestic does get a lot of damage out before he falls.
Oh, what a tap there from Extinct. But it's been traded back and forth, and it's all up to Dioxide in the 1 and 2. But it's 2 AWPs on the retake. This could be dicey. He's burning alive.
Willie picks it up.
I think he must have thought he was safe in the smoke, but that was 2 mollies that came on down in the end, and he just waltzed right back into one.
The second molly behind him was the killer, and ground zero launching their offensive for the win here. 14-13. It's been a close map here on Overpass. Let's see if ground zero can take out their map pick.
Right, and yep, of course we're seeing Legacy with a rough buy once again. They don't have too much hope in this round, of course, with a buy like this, and they're looking to maybe take it to OT if it gets to 15-13, which it's looking likely. However, you know, they're still in with a chance with this kind of buy, of course.
Certainly are. Juice will open up. Round number 28 looks for a second, but can't follow through. It's Dizzy who will find Void on the push here for Legacy. Incendiary out from Juice to look to halt the advance And Legacy will indeed pull back.
They've forced the rotate, and looks like they've decided, yep, let's rotate ourselves. But Majestic in this off angle, he's in a position to do quite a lot of damage if they're not too careful.
Certainly is. He's waiting patiently here. The Legacy looking for the boosts, though. Let's come out of those windows, see if anyone's there waiting for them. Can't see anyone in the corner. Dizzy having a look. Just needs to check that a little bit closer as Majestic is playing the close angle. Open the door. Majestic playing patiently. You ready for this, Monkey Fist?
We really have to be careful, though, of Mizu coming from Monster.
We've got to be careful of Panic coming through the middle. He picks up Extinct. And that's now an M4 in Panic's hands. 50 HP down. Deoxide also playing in the middle. They've had the rotate now, and Dizzy finds Willie. It's Juice that picks up Deoxide. Panic still alive. Dizzy on the push here. Majestic on the rotate, though. This is quick. He finds Panic. He looks for Dizzy. We're left with the 2v2. Majestic, great nade. Dizzy on the push here. Nade connects, and Majestic will pick up the frag. Left to Mizu with the CZ, who finds Juice on the back end. And playing with this CZ, he wants the push here. Mizu's
he just has to run.
That.
He's got no time to grab the bomb and plant. This round over, and Ground Zero will take it.
Certainly will. Majestic holding out here. And Ground Zero poised for the win. Guys, there's a fist bump. That's what we've been waiting for on these cameras.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted.
You know, I think that'd have to be the best part about playing on LAN, the fist bumps.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks good here for Ground Zero, of course, on match point here for Overpass. This is our first map of the day, first match of the day between Legacy and Ground Zero. If they take this one out, it'll be looking good for their LAN path. Like we said earlier today, they unfortunately couldn't make it out of pools at the Australian Esports Masters. Let's see if they can push through the winners bracket here at CGPL Champs.
Deoxide giving his legs a workout, seeing what he can see by doing a bit of a jump, and Void getting nice and aggressive. He's going to be in behind Legacy in just a moment if they're not too aware of their surroundings. So there we go. One. He can't get the second, or can he? No, he's going to have to retreat and try and reload, and Prackham's going to take him down there. So a bit unfortunate he didn't get more done there as well. We see frags come left, right, centre. It's a 4-on-2 now. Make that a 2-on-2 as some more frags coming out. And look at the position of Panic. He's all the way in behind on the A-bomb site. And we're seeing the bomb go long on Prackham.
It's looking good here for Ground Zero. They do have the health advantage. They have the positioning advantage. Prackham, though, is going to disrupt that with a pick on Willie. And Legacy looking to push this ever so close to the 15-15 and overtime. Extinct is going to be backing out here. He's looking for the save, looking to carry that M4 into what could potentially be.
No, I think he's going for it. He's just coming from where they don't expect.
He's on the rotate.
Yeah. He's still got plenty of time to work with. He's got a kit in hand, of course, but now they're going to be aware of his position thanks to that flashbang. And he's going to give it a good old crack. But he's gone down now.
There it is.
Shot in
back
the back.
turn to long.